Hello everyone, welcome to my channel English Banisa. Students, in this video series we are going to discuss second year intermediate grammar, in which first we'll see reading comprehension, how to solve reading comprehension question, and as well as there are some tricks to how solve this reading comprehension, and also we'll see today dialogue writing, how to write the dialogue writing. So first let us know about reading comprehension. What is reading comprehension is? So here students, reading comprehension is nothing but it is the ability to read the text and process it and understand its meaning. It relies on two interconnected abilities. The first one is word reading, means here being able to decode the symbols on the page, which means you should be able to read the given passage to you. And the second one is, that is language comprehension, which means here being able to understand the meaning of the words and the sentences. So if you are able to read whatever passage is given to you, and if you are able to understand the language, then easily you can solve the comprehension here questions. And also there are some tricks to solve this comprehension. Let us see what are those tricks. So students, there are some important tricks and important points while you are solving your reading comprehension. So first you have to do what you have to do. You have to read the questions first, not the passage. So in your exam, you should read the question first and underline the keywords which is asking in the questions. Whatever question they are asking, you have to underline that keyword in the questions. Then the second point is, while reading the passage, you have to start the reading the passage, and while reading the passage you have to search the keywords which you have underlined while reading the questions. So here you will see that while reading this passage you will come across with several keywords which you have underlined, and here easily you will get your answer, and most probably you will get your first answer in first or second paragraph only, and in that way only third and fourth paragraph you will get your other answers. Now the third point is how to solve the indirect questions. Indirect question, only mostly one question they will ask indirect, so that will be from passage only. Here you should not use your prior knowledge, means if you know anything about the given passage before, you should not use that prior knowledge. You have to answer the indirect questions from the passage only, not your before information or knowledge. The indirect question must be that what is the theme and purpose of the passage, that only they will ask, and sometimes they will ask you to give suggestions as well. That question will be logically you have to solve it, and you have to avoid a regressive reading. Now here you have to avoid too much reading of the passage. So students, these are the some important points. If you use these points easily, you can solve your comprehension questions. Like first you have to read question, not the passage. You have, while reading the question you have to underline the keywords which they are asking in the question. Then second step, you have to start reading your passage. While reading your passage you will come across with the questions with the keywords which you have underlined while reading the questions, and then only you will identify your answers. Focus on the keywords. Then if you find the keywords in the passage, you have to underline that also, and you have to read the whole sentence, then easily you will get your answer here. And at the last four answer you will get like that only, from first to four or fifth paragraph, in that way. And this indirect questions you have to solve logically here, and you have to avoid prior knowledge, and you have to avoid regressive reading as well. So this is all about how to solve reading comprehension. Now let us see the dialogue writing. So students, this is dialogue writing which you have in your intermediate second year grammar part. This is also called conversation. So in our daily life, we meet with many person and interact with them in various social situations. We share our thoughts, feelings, and information through our dialogue. So here important for us to know how to construct a dialogue or conversation in any given situation. It will also help us to get good marks in the examination as well. Now here students, this communication can be formal like speaking to your friends or youngers, or can be formal like speaking with at the office or school with your teacher and principals. So now let us first of all see what is a dialogue actually. So dialogue is nothing but it is a formal talk, dialogue and conversation, which means it is a formal talk between two or more persons to exchange their thoughts and ideas or it could be information like news, or it could be feelings and experiences through dialogue. So basically, it is an interactive communication between two or more persons. Now, there are some points how to write the dialogue. Now, here, students, first of all, you have to start your dialogue writing by greeting. The first person should greet, and the second person with whom we are doing conversation, that person will be answer to the greeting. Then you have to start the discussion, and you have to give proper ending like wishing, saying thanks, and hoping for the future meet and contact. Like these phrases and sentences you have to give the proper ending. Now let us see how we'll give the greetings in general situation and farewell. So here in the greeting, while in the general situation, we give the greeting like hi, hello. We'll start our conversation in this way. Hi, hello, good morning, and good to see you, or we can say great to see you, or also what a surprise and what's up. These words and phrases we can use while starting our conversation with greeting. And when we are saying goodbye, when we are giving farewell, we can use these words and phrases at that time, and sentences like bye, see you soon, it was a pleasure to meet you, good day, and great seeing you, and bye. And there are some more sentences you can use at that time. So now that was all about how to start your conversation and how to end your conversation. First you have to start your conversation by greeting, and then you have to end your conversation by giving the farewell. Now let us see how we'll introduce to someone in general situation. Now if you are introducing to someone to another person, you can say excuse me, this is so and so, whatever name is there you can mention here. Let me introduce to so and so, to whoever you are introducing here. And you can also say here, may I introduce my friend, whatever name is there you can mention. And while asking for permission in a general situation, you can use if you don't mind, I would like to dash, means I would like to go or I would like to do something. And do you mind if I take your water bottle, pen, anything? For asking general situation, for asking permission, you have to use these type of sentences here. And also here making request, you should ask like, could you do this to me? Or could you do this for me as well? And please listen to me. Would you write a letter for me? What would you like this sentences or phrases you can use while requesting. Means in a polite way you have to give a request as well as you have to ask permission and introduce others. Now students, there are some tricks while writing your dialogue. So here don't be stiff, affected or bookish, instead be yourself. So here you should not be bookish, you have to use your own words here. It should look like natural, it should not look like a bookish. And here you have to avoid clumsy repetition like he said, I said to me, so and so, like this. You have to avoid these clumsy repetitions here. He said to me to go there, I said to him, like this words you should not use while writing dialogue writing. Now the next one is you have to use acceptable and simple words here, not more complicated words. Simple words you have to use, it is a normal conversation, so simple word you have to use here. And here use a person's name repeatedly, which means here first you have to give the, suppose if accountant is there, you have to write the accountant, then he will greet to first sir. Then here the manager or sir something is there, then he will reply to that accountant greeting. In that way you have to repeat the sentences, then again accountant will come, then sir, then accountant, then sir, in that way. If students and teacher is there, student then teacher, then student, then teacher. So here you have to use a person's name repeatedly. And here you have to avoid using the same dialogue tag over and over again. You should not use the same dialogue again and again. As we have discussed, there are two types of communication, that formal communication and informal communication. Formal communication means here you use with the strangers and elders and others who you respect. Like example, teachers, your elders, principal and your employers. And while in the informal communication, you will do conversation or talk with your friends, means near and dear, and your youngsters as well. Now let us see one informal formal communication here. So it is a dialogue between a manager and a clerk. So here students, you can read these how simple words I have used here. First, and I have repeated the names as well, accountant and the manager. And first I have started with a greeting. At the last I have given a farewell by using the phrase thank you. And while requesting, I have used the polite word like please as well here. You can see here accountant is requesting, please excuse me, I'll be on the time from tomorrow onwards. And while giving the farewell, I have used thank you sir as well. So students, in this way only you have to write your own dialogue writing also. So whatever situation you have get in your exam, you'll be getting your exam, you have to ready for to construct a dialogue writing. So you have to use the points which I have told you here. First you have to give the greeting, then you have to think of the discussion whatever topic is given to you, then you have to give the proper ending to that by wishing and saying thanks. So students, this is very easy and important dialogue writing. I hope it would be helpful for you. So, thanks for watching and stay tuned for more videos.